Hello twin flames, thank you for being here, for liking, subscribing and all the amazing comments and feedback you leave me. It means the world, as you know, and if you are new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, join our family because we're here for you every day. So just took my breath away there. So a lot of healing been happening over the weekend. A lot of rage coming through for the masculines, feminines, you've been feeling that and seen it in your physical world. You know, it blows me away that we've all been experiencing these things. You know, you may have seen fights, arguments, blow-ups, you know, however you've been seeing it, whether you've been seeing it during your real world or watching a film or something on social media, there's been all this aggression around, and that's because the masculines are facing their fears. They're not angry at you. They're not even really angry at the situation. They're angry at the self for being in that situation. They're angry at themselves because they're not able to communicate to you. And there's nothing blocking that apart from themselves. And that's what they are healing. And feminines, you're experiencing all of this emotion. But it feels like there's been a big shift overnight. And I really picked up on last night, especially sharing those little short videos, dreaming of each other, connected in dreams. Now, dreams have been very powerful anyway because we've been purging in dreams. You may have been dreaming about the past. Maybe that's a past lover. You know, you've been having crazy dreams about, you know, what's happened before because you've been releasing things that have happened before to get ready for the now and the beautiful future and the union ahead. You may have been dreaming crazy dreams that you're not even sure why, or a bit scary dreams, or, you know, sad dreams. And it's because while you are sleeping, it's safe. It's a safe environment for your higher self and your ego to kind of battle it out. So there's been a lot of change going on within yourself. That's why you've been going through physical ascension symptoms, especially over the new moon. So a lot of healing going on within. And remember, the masculines are experiencing this too, because this is an energy that everyone is going through in some way, shape or form. So that's why it's so important right now to have compassion, to be understanding and to take it easy, to relax, to allow the universe to do what the universe does best. And the universe does what it does best, you know, when we step out of the way, and it allows the communication and the way to be made. So it allows it all to flow in. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to bring in the Dream Oracle cards because we're dreaming right now. And I'm going to bring in the Dream Angel cards. We're also going to bring in the Guardian Angel cards to get a message from your Guardian Angel and a message from your twins Guardian Angel. And I'm going to bring in the Light Seers Tarot. And you can win one of these right now in the giveaway. That's why I want to use it. So remember, right now we're still doing the winter solstice giveaway. So if you want to get involved in that, find that video. It is available in the giveaways playlist. You'll find it there. I have pinned it for subscribers so you can find it easily. And I've put it on the community page. So if you go to that video, that's where the comments must be. Okay, because that's where I'm checking. So, and I've got a list and I'm checking it twice, as Santa says. So if you want to win in the winter solstice giveaway, you know, you have to be in it to win it, then go and check that out. And, you know, there's plenty to win. I've got 14 things to give away, and this is one of them. And this morning, when I was doing a little short video, we got the connections card. And, you know, I put the song on Jump, Jump for Love. So it's a big sign of change. And it feels like this new week, things have shifted forward. So you're probably going to be feeling a lot brighter today. You know, especially if you've been experiencing all of that emotion over the weekend. You know, I certainly felt it. The highs, the lows, sadness, tears, rage, you know, all these feelings. It feels like this is kind of shifted now. So you're going to feel brighter today, more in your power, more ready. And if you're experiencing tooth pain today, okay, it's because the masculines are making a decision to move forward. And you can see in the card here, we've got the green energy of Archangel Raphael. So a lot of healing. And the water is connected with emotion. So the emotions are being healed right now. So that the masculines can take that leap of faith. I'm seeing this as the Fool. You know, jumping into the water. Jumping forward, taking that leap. Reaching out. Going for what they want. And this is also a big sign that you, Divine Feminine, are healing. And you're being reminded, you know, if they need space, whenever they say to you, I need to go within, or, I need to process, whether they do that, they ask you for space, or they just disappear on you, or they're ghosting you or blocking you, they're asking you to also go within. It's like a big sign, because you're mirrors, that if you feel ready, but you're still getting triggered by things, and the masculine all of a sudden needs space, you are also being guided to heal those triggers. So you're both ready to accept this love in a very unconditional way. And that's why so much has been healed and purged right now. It's very powerful. So a big sign about movement ahead. And in the Advent message yesterday, we got the pairs of birds, we got swans coming through in the daily angel reading. That was a message for everyone. Couples, seeing couples around, seeing, pairs of animals. It's a big sign of what's to come. So let's do the cards. And I did announce as well yesterday about the Learn Tarot with Me for Free series that I'm going to be doing in the new year. It would be a great time with Christmas coming up to, if you want to learn tarot, to get yourself a deck of cards ready. Or maybe even enter the giveaway to win a deck of cards ready. Because I'm hoping to start that the first or second week of January. And we're going to go into detail, we're going to go in depth and analyse everything. Not just the card itself, but the way we intuitively read cards. That's why there's no need to, do reversals, because the angels guide you through your intuition, what the card is saying to you. And that's what I'm going to kind of be explaining and showing you in that series. And that's going to be all for free. Okay, there's so many series out there where you have to pay and, or donate. And I want it to be completely free. So you've all got access to that. Okay, because that's what we need to share the love, So let's see what is happening today. So thank you, angels. So what does your guardian angel want to say to you? Thank you, angels. What does your person's guardian angel want to say? What does your person's guardian angel want to say? And what's the energy around your connection? So we're going to start with this now. The reason I'm saying your person, not your divine masculine, is because I know there's been a few masculines tuning in. And welcome, welcome, welcome. It's great to have you here. So this is a message for you, whether you are a feminine or a masculine. This is the energy around your twin, whether that's, your masculine or your feminine. And this is the energy around your connection. And then we're going to tap in with the energy of the masculine and feminine in the rest of the cards. So the energy around you, we've got oneness. Wow. And this is super powerful. George shared a reading yesterday, and I shared it on the community page, talking about being at one with things and being one with each other. Oneness. It says, someone you dearly miss is forever present in your heart. Now, that's really beautiful, because if you're missing your twin right now, if you're really thinking about them and wishing they were with you, and, Christmas time as well brings up a whole range of emotions. Even if you don't celebrate it, you still tap in with this energy. So it can bring in all these highs and low feelings and, being excited one minute and being upset the next. It's very powerful, especially if you've lost loved ones, not just necessarily around Christmas time, but in general. Since 2020, there's been a lot of change going on and a lot of people transitioning to the other side. So this is also a message that someone you miss, and that could be a loved one in heaven, is all around you. They never leave you because they live inside of you, and they are forever in your heart. And you are one with them and one with everything. But the message regarding your twin flame journey is that your twin lives inside of you. It says, remember, dearest one, remember. The angel's saying all you have to do is remember. And the way the angels communicate, the way that spirit communicates can be through words like dear one, because that's a very loving energy. You are very dear to heaven. You're very dear, and the angels as well show you that loved ones in heaven sometimes call you dear one, because, the ego's gone. When you transition, the ego's gone, and all that's left is love and understanding and spiritual power. So the angel's saying all you have to do is remember. Remember the feelings that you shared with the people you were missing in heaven, and they are right there. Or remember the feeling that you have when you're with your twin, or when you're connecting with them. All you have to do is remember, And this is also about you remembering that you are one with all things because you are a spiritual being. And on this journey, we say we learn and we grow and we evolve, but really what we do is we remember, we tune in, we tap into who we truly are. That spiritual being having an enlightened human experience in a human physical body. And Archangel Zadkiel helps you to remember who you are. So the angels say, remember, dearest one, that even though there has been a physical parting, spiritually, those we love never leave us because creation is eternal. So you're being reminded that even if you have parted ways, if you're in separation right now, if there's distance between you, if you're not communicating very well or even at all, you are one. They never leave you because they live inside of you and you are eternal beings. This kind of lifetime is a fleeting moment in time. You are eternal. You are forever. You go on. You go on and on and on. And that's what the angels want you to know. And that's why you don't need to fear death, or you don't need to fear, they're giving me fear coming up as I'm tapping in. And you don't need to fear change because it's illusion. A lot of fear there, that it's illusion. You are one with everything. And we're very physical orientated beings when we are in the ego because we connect with what we can physically see or what we can physically touch or taste or experience. But when we awaken, we realize that we are so much more than just the physical self. We are higher consciousness. We are one with everything. So we feel everything so much more. We connect with everything so much more on a much deeper level. That's why we all, when we awaken, tap into our psychic side. And not everyone, allows themselves to be in that energy, or at least not straight away. That's why some people follow their psychic path, some people don't. That's why people go one way and sometimes you go another. That's why you can have very deep friendships with people. And then, when you awaken, you have different belief systems, or you believe in different things, or you understand things in a different way, so you just naturally part from those people, and it can be very painful when we part from friends too, because we've shared part of our lives with them. But remember, we never lose friends. We gain a higher understanding of things, and we attract in people who are more resonating with our journey and our soul. That's why we're guided to channels like this one where birds of a feather flock together, because we are one and we understand and grow. And we learn on this journey that nobody is better than anyone else, because we're all learning and evolving at different levels, all waking up at different times. So, we realize that we are energy, and that's why we learn to share and give love. It's very beautiful. So the angels are saying to you, remember that you are an eternal being, and that's why you've come. Says nothing is ever truly missing, for all is interconnected and ultimately one. So nothing is ever missing. On this journey, sometimes we think that we need to be in union to feel happy, and that's a misconception, because we have the choice in every moment and any moment, regardless of the circumstances around us, to choose happiness. And happiness is our birthright, to be happy, to feel good, to feel joy, to be excited about our life. So the message coming through for you today is to remember that you are one and that separation is illusion. And as much as you want the connection physically, you already have it spiritually. And when you understand that and go with that and feel their love around you, it's so much easier to handle and navigate through this journey. Very powerful. For your twin then, whether that's your masculine or your feminine, we've got breakthrough and intuition. So I love this, because if you've seen penguins, there's a breakthrough. So it feels like they've had a deep breakthrough, especially over the weekend, from their intuition, or through their intuition. They're realizing things on a much deeper level. And the beautiful purple energy here is connected with Archangel Jeremiah, who nudges them in the right direction and nudges you too, so you move on to the right path. So they're really going through breakthroughs to get to you, and their intuition is speaking to them. It says, how many beautiful, heartfelt wishes have been crushed by fear? So they're realizing they don't want to turn away from their dreams anymore. Crushed through fear or crushed by fear. The wishes, the things they've wanted to happen, a lot quicker than it's happened. They're kind of regretting not taking action. It's like the masculines look back at their lives and think, wow, there's so much I wanted to do that I haven't done yet because of my own fear. So my dreams and my hopes and my wishes were crushed by fear. So they're kind of questioning things right now. And this is another reason why they need to process, to go within, to work all of this out. How many times has society's voice of disapproval cast a shadow on your dreams? So they're thinking, wow, I shouldn't have listened to what the television said, or the news, or my family, or my friends, or, what people think. Who cares what people think? So they're realizing that too many times they've let their own outside world affect them a lot more than they should. Whereas you have been amused to them because you've always been in the energy when you woke up of following your intuition and listening to yourself over what other people say. And that's been a journey for you too. It's not been easy for you because you've had to step out of your comfort zone and stand in your power and speak your truth. And that may have caused you to lose people around you or lose a situation like a job or income. But you've stood your ground and gone for what you want. And that's very inspiring for the masculine because he's thinking, wow, I've let things outside of me affect me way too much. The karmic situation, what people think. And he's saying it's time to break free of those false beliefs and realize your dreams. Well, this is what he's doing. And this is the energy now as we move into 2022. So you're going to feel this very powerfully over the Christmas period. It's going to be very intense, and the angels are preparing you for that because you can handle anything that comes at you. You are bigger than any trigger, and you are tougher than any challenge because you are a being that's connected with Source. You are one with all things. So it's very important this month especially. We breathe. We connect with ourselves. And over the Christmas period, I think I'm going to do a few messages in the readings about how to handle stress because it's going to be a very stressful time. Especially if they're with someone else. You could be with someone else. So there's breakthroughs coming in all things right now. And that's why you've been seeing the penguins. It says, so it's time to break free of those false beliefs and realize your dreams. So this is what your twin is doing right now. Allow your heart to guide you. So follow your heart. Allow the heart to guide, not the head, the logic, the rational way of thinking, the heart space, what you feel, which is always real, that can't be denied. It just is felt, it just is. And they can't deny this love. They can't deny how much they want you. They get overwhelmed by it, but they certainly can't deny it. And they're realizing their dreams through dreams too, because you're both dreaming of each other. Your dream sharing, dreams are becoming more vivid. Allow your heart to guide you. Trust your inner guidance. The time is right. So the time is right for them to trust their intuition. And that's why they've got this message too. And the beautiful kind of aqua colour here connected with Archangel Chamuel to help them to find what they are seeking. And that came through in a little short yesterday. I'll help you to find what you're seeking. And that beautiful song by Diana Ross, do you know where you're going to? Or do you know where you're going to? Do you know? No. That one. Absolutely beautiful. And I really feel my mum is guiding me with the music right now too, that I'm sharing on the little videos. So, and that's a beautiful song. Powerful. So the message says, trust your intuition and know that what seems logical may not necessarily be right. And that's true. It's logical for them to remain in that marriage because they've made a vow. But that's not what they feel in here. Okay? It's logical to be there for their children. But that doesn't really help in the grand scheme of things in the long run. Staying together for children, as nice as it is, it doesn't really work. And most of the time, those children have come here to grow anyway through a divorce or a karmic ending or breakdown. And that's not bad. That's not me saying, oh, you should break up or break families up. That's not what I'm saying. But think about what you went through during your childhood. Okay, even if your family were together, there may have been alcohol or arguments or crazy things going on that grew you as a person. It made you stronger even as a child. And this is what we go through on the journey as a soul born into a physical body. Because it doesn't matter how old or young we are physically, we are old souls that have come here to grow. And everything has a plan. There's a plan for everything. So this is the masculines realizing, or your twin realizing, that they need to start thinking more with their heart than their head. So they're moving from logic into love. And this is another thing the Christmas period does, because there's love everywhere. There's couples, even if, they're not happy couples. On the outside, they may seem happy. So if the masculines or your twin, because this is about your twin, even if they are the divine feminine, are going shopping, for example, seeing happy couples, you're like, I want that. I deserve that, not what I've got. Okay, and that's why the masculines are raging, especially if they're in a karmic, relationship, because they're raging because they know they're staying together for what people think, or for the children, or the things that, seem logical. And this is what they're working through and breaking through right now. It says the answer to your question lies inside your heart. And if they've been telling lies to their heart, they can't deny it. Telling a lie to the heart means burying your head in the sand, pretending feelings don't exist, pretending it's never happened, trying to, brush it over. And that's what they did prior to 2020, by the way. But 2020 caused a whole world of problems and change that dragged everything into the open. That's why it happened. So the answer is inside the heart. It says endless possibilities exist for you, because you are endless beings with no beginning and no end. You are eternal, forever as one. So there's new possibilities. There are magical, limitless and endless coming in. They exist for you now. So the masculines or your twin are realizing that they can have what they are dreaming about. All they have to do is follow the heart and give themselves permission to listen to their heart, to make a choice, to choose themselves, which always leads to you. Stop trying to work it all out and feel your way through. And that's a great message for all of us. Stop trying to work it out, make things happen. Instead, feel the way through, go with the flow. Allow the feelings to guide. Allow the angels to guide. Do you know what you're looking for? Do you know where you're going? The angels are guiding. We, your angels, will guide you. Trust your feelings. What feels right is right. They're giving me fear. Even if that brings up fear, even if it's not understood, what feels right is right. And that's what they're feeling in their gut. And that's why the masculines right now are dealing with the solar plexus, because the solar plexus is connected with the way the gut speaks to us. That's why when we're feeling happy, we get butterflies in the belly and we start having rumblings or digestive issues. And it's the same when we feel dread. We feel it in the belly. So they're having all of these feelings in the stomach, which is actually guiding them. And they're being guided to you. So the breakthrough is ahead. So the sign for you is to feel at one with everything and to try and find peace with the situation and accept it for what it is. Because whatever is going on within their life right now, their karmic situation or their physical world, is helping them to see, to break through, to follow the heart. Very powerful. And the message about the connection is prayer. Wow. So you're being reminded to ask for help. Prayer works. Prayer brings in healing energy. It says, dear guardian angel, help me to be flexible in my attitude and beliefs. So we're being reminded to be flexible and adaptable. And that's the message of the ox, which is lasting until February. So to build bonds, to strengthen the connection, to bring the connection forward. for that jump to happen. Be flexible and adaptable. Don't get triggered if you've got plans with them and then all of a sudden they cancel at the last minute. They may have gone into their fear. So be flexible, be okay about it. Realise that you wouldn't want to meet them anyway when they're in that energy. When you do meet them, it will be much better than you've ever dreamed of it being. Be adaptable to change, even in your own life. If things go wrong, go with it. And say everything is working out for me. I am safe because there is always a plan. The universe has my back and God is in charge. So you start letting go of fear. You start handling your life better. You don't get triggered as much because you start observing everything from a higher point of view and saying, wow, isn't that interesting? So if they cancel plans, isn't that interesting? What are they going through? Find it exciting, interesting. Look at it from a soul perspective, an opportunity to learn and an opportunity to grow. And then you think, wow, well, okay, it gives me time for me. You know, that time I spoke about where me and George had plans to go and see Diana at the cinema and he didn't feel up to it. And I went on my own. At first I got triggered and I thought, well, I want to go with you. And then I saw it as a fantastic opportunity to have a day with me and be with me and spend that time with my mum, who I was carrying around with me in here, who was a huge Diana fan. So it was an exciting experience. You know, on Friday, George goes back to his hometown for a week. So Friday to Friday, I'm going to be home alone. And, you know, as much as I'm thinking I'm going to miss him and it's going to be strange, I am actually a bit excited too. A bit like Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone where, you know, at first he's like, wow, I can do whatever I want. So remember, you can do whatever you want if you're given the opportunity to. So be flexible and adaptable and be patient and calm because God knows what he's doing. Okay, the universe has a plan, there's a mission and a reason behind everything. So help yourself by praying and to be flexible. So angels, help me to not fear the transient nature of life. So life is change and there's transitions and evolving energy. So don't fear that, just go with it. Help me to remember the eternal light which emanates from my soul and the eternal light which emanates from the heart of every living thing. So the angel's saying connect with the soul essence of everyone and everything, the eternity of it all. And help me to remember that I am eternally guided and loved by God and all creation. And you are. You are loved so much more than you allow yourself to believe. So the message today as we enter a brand new week, which again could be very hectic, very crazy, very intense and emotional. And that's why we're being guided to remember our truth that we are a warrior. Trust your intuition, follow your heart, and know that you are one with all things. And it's very powerful because last night I started watching a film. I didn't watch all of it. I watched about 20-30 minutes of it. And it was a Christmas film. And it was about a wedding planner. Can't remember the name. I am going to finish watching it. I wasn't that impressed by it, but the bit that I loved was what she kept saying to herself. Whenever she was dealing with something, she kept saying in her head to herself, I am a fierce warrior. I'm a fierce warrior. She had to confront someone, and in her mind, I am a fierce warrior. And you are a fierce warrior. And that was the energy that came up around the weekly reading. Very powerful. So what's the energy around the connection today, please, angels? And that's why I want to use some dream cards because, you know, dreams are getting more vivid and dreams are starting to come true when you believe. The energy around the divine feminines, there we go. And the energy around the divine masculine, please, angels. What's the energy around the connection right now? The energy around the connection, here we go. The energy around the divine feminines, please, angels. The energy around the divine feminines, what's the energy? There it is. And the energy around the divine masculine. Thank you, angels. Wow. Gone back in. There we go then. And then we're going to use the light Seers tarot. So what's the energy, please, angels, around the divine feminines right now? The energy, there it is. The energy around the divine masculines, that one. And the energy around the journey and the connection. There we go. Wow. Well, look at this. We're going to start with the connection. We've got the Eight of Wands, very powerful. Eight of Wands is a card of flight, movement, change. So it's showing you, even if you can't see, things are happening behind the scenes, very powerful. We've got mountain and hill. It says reach your goals. Now I love this because I've done a video for later, okay, a little short video with music, and it's about the mountains. So I just love how in the little shorts we do, they confirm everything in these readings, and those shorts confirm everything in these readings. You know, everything's confirmed throughout. And he says reach your goals. So even if you feel there's a big mountain in the way, there's no mountain high enough. There's no mountain high enough to keep you away from each other. It's meant to be. You know, this powerful energy is building, and you can move mountains with your mind, because faith can move mountains. When you have a small amount of faith, you can move any size of mountain. And remember, the light is at the end of the tunnel. And they show me this again, like that light that's guiding the masculine home. So this is the divine feminine power. This is the lighthouse energy. This is being guided from above through the feminines, and the masculines being guided by you. This is both of you tapping in with your inner truth through the heart space and tuning in with intuition. And we've got flower. And I love this because we've been seeing flowers, white flowers or yellow flowers, to remind you of the power of love. It says, plant the seeds and pluck the weeds. So pluck the weeds, you know, so that you release negativity, you release doubt, fear, illusion, and you replace it with beautiful, positive seeds of intention, of what you want, believing in the journey, being patient and calm and flexible and adaptable with your life. And these plants and seeds, they will bring in the most magnificent expression. So it's also a great time, especially for the divine feminine, to set intention, to work on creative goals and to build and to feel. And I'm seeing this energy as Archangel Jophiel coming in around all of us, helping us to see with the eyes of love, to see beauty in this, to understand that everything is blooming and growing the way it's supposed to, for soul growth and healing and lessons in evolving energy. It says divine dream. I am divinely guided by my intuition, and it shows me the way through my dreaming world. So, you know, you're dreaming right now. You may be having daydreams while you're awake, and we all do that. We all go off in our own world. You know, that's why sometimes we can miss signs and synchronicities, because we're overthinking. But remember, if you catch yourself daydreaming, what are you daydreaming about? Change the negative thinking to positive thinking, because optimism has that power to create worlds. So this is a divine dream that you both jointly share. And that's what's coming in, that you are divinely guided by angels, your intuition, your higher self, and your heart, and it will show you the way through. So in other words, the way is being made, and that's why we've got the Eight of Wands. For the divine masculine then, we've got, wow, look at this, the Six of Swords. So they're moving towards the goal. The light is at the end of the tunnel. You know, the crows there are about psychic power, wisdom, intensity, about the darkness of the night that they are getting through. So they're now navigating through the journey. They're being guided to you in divine timing. That's what I'm seeing with the red energy of what she's wearing there. So she's being navigated through. The way is being made. The way is being cleared. And we've got dance. So movement, again, the Eight of Wands, movement. It says, move to the rhythm of your soul. So the masculines are now going with the flow of their soul. They're listening to the heart. They're moving with the rhythm. And that's why they're making changes to bring in the connection. And their energy, again, they're giving me toothache. Decisions. We've got acceptance. I overcome my biggest challenges by accepting what is. And they're making me do that pinky promise. So they want to give you that promise of union. You know, the promise that anchors the love. They're saying, I am overcoming my biggest challenge, which is to leave their karmic life, or to move away from the crowd, or to dare to be different and reach out to you by accepting what is. So that's why they're going through all of this realization. Wow, is this my life? Is this really what I want for the rest of my life? I need to change. And that's the energy he's in. So before I carry on, I want to do a message from the masculine to you, feminine. So what's the masculine want to say to you today? Sleepless. Anxiety keeps me awake at night. My life has changed since I met you. I'm trying to figure out what all this all means. I don't want to lose you. So, he is dreaming about you, but he's also having sleepless nights, lying awake. And that's why you're on his mind constantly. And he's saying commitment. So he's also dealing with fears around commitment, or he knows he needs to release his existing commitments to be able to share his life with you. I want to share my life with you. I want to make it official. I want everyone to know you're mine. And that's what he's doing. So he's moving into calmer waters so he can express that to you. He wants to make it official. Tell the world, shout it from the rooftops, give you a commitment. And feminine, we've got death and rebirth for you. Very powerful, because we've got the death of 2021 and the start of 2022. You're reflecting on everything right now. You're being reborn and transformed through this love. We kind of leave the matrix and are reborn into the real world. And the message is let go. So again, the energy around you is letting go, and we've got key. And I love this because I shared a little short video today on Pixie Power Tarot, and he says, I've got the key, I've got the secret, because the keys are inside you to achieve your dreams. Even the smallest key can open the heaviest door. And the key is confidence, patience, calm, being flexible, adaptable, accepting what is, trusting in the love, having faith that moves mountains, and letting go. That means letting go of drama, struggle, stress, and focusing on what's real now, love, family, happiness, joy, building your dreams. So the message says, and this is the key, it says, look no further or seek no further. It says you've got everything you want. You have power. You are ready. Say, in this moment, it's here. Okay? So everything's falling into place now. The key is within you. And again, we've got the yellow energy of the solar plexus. So you know it in your gut. You know your truth. If you're struggling right now, the key is to believe in what you feel, to trust your gut instincts and let go. It says, I am kind to myself, and you're being guided to give to yourself. And I share my reality with those around me. I let go of self-criticism. So stop criticizing yourself. I wish I'd have done that. It's my fault. Stop taking it personally. And instead, listen to your gut instinct, because that's the key to your success. Have confidence in the way you feel. You're not going crazy. You are ready for love. And the angels are with you. Let go of doubt. Let go of fear. Let go of the struggle. Let go of control. You don't need to chase or control anything on this journey. Just accept it for what it is and be in the now and shine your light, and all of your dreams will manifest for you. Everything will be attracted to you like a moth to a flame, because that's the power of your light. So trust the journey today. So let's do a divine feminine card. So feminine is, what do you want to say to your masculine today? 2 cards. We've got space and growing. So remember, in the space, you are growing. In the separation, you are growing. In the silence, you are growing too. So don't see it as a bad thing if, there's space right now, because it's where the growing occurs. It says, it hurts when you ignore me, even though I know that you need your space. I miss talking and laughing with you. So you're missing them today, but you also know through accepting what is, that it's growing the journey. I feel things shifting and changing between us. I love growing with you in the safe space that we've created. And the safe space is the 5D realm. It's the love that you share within, knowing that you are one, and that's the oneness of the journey, and that you are forever together, and that you will be together in this lifetime, just like any other lifetime, because it's truly meant to be. Have a great day, sending you so much love, and I'll see you soon.